1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
Might be interesting to think about coping mechanisms and what people have found actually helps them. We know what the symptoms of anxiety attacks or panic attacks, and just to say at that point, the difference between an anxiety attack and a panic attack is that an anxiety attack is usually based on something that's upcoming. You're going to the dentist, you're going on an aeroplane, you're going to a social situation which you might be very, very nervous and anxious about. So anxiety attacks can often come before those events and are triggered by those events. I guess all of us have felt nervous about one thing or another, not least the dentist. I mean, that's something that I've often thought there's probably not a person on this planet who says, "Oh, I love going to the dentist, it's great." So dentists are a bit of an isolated bunch, aren't they? Because they're never people don't look forward to going to see them, but they have to make the best of that. But yeah, that can trigger anxiety in people, whereas a panic attack can tend to happen at any time with no obvious trigger. So there are those two differences, although the symptoms of that anxiety and panic are very much the same. The heart rate increases, sweating, nervousness, butterflies in the stomach, a feeling of being overwhelmed, can't cope, etc. All those horrible feelings. I say horrible because, going back to what we said a little while ago, if you're going to do something which is a positive thing, say you're going on stage to play your music, as you and I have done, you can get all those same symptoms. You can feel nervous, you get a bit sweaty, you've got butterflies in the stomach, and it's actually very similar that the body is preparing itself on the negative side to fight or flight. You either think you're going to stay there and fight your corner if you're threatened, or you decide it's better to run. So that's the body's reaction, and it's a similar reaction, as I say, whether it's a stage fright situation, which many actors and actresses do fear. They almost can't go on the stage, or musicians and so on, as we've said. So that can be a similar reaction to a really panic reaction. And sometimes if someone's in a bit of a panic or anxiety, it can be well to think, well, actually, I'm feeling pretty much the same as I would if I was excited about something, about a forthcoming event, something like that. So that sometimes helps. But yeah, there's these horrible symptoms, and it's about how we cope with that, how we cope with anxiety. Another aspect I think I mentioned is social anxiety. And my sister, bless her, she died last year of lung cancer. A lovely lady she was. But she did have some health issues in her life. And probably this manifested itself because she was very socially nervous. Most Christmases, the family, I'm one of four. I've got two brothers and Sue, who died. And we always had a Christmas get-together and so on. And invariably, particularly the last few years, Sue just cancelled on the day. She couldn't face the social side of it. Individually with all of us, she was fine, she was funny, she was great. But when it was together, our parents were there until fairly recently, she couldn't handle.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz, the leader of our gang, will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.